Hello, everyone. My name is Tamanna, and I have my amazing coach Saloni Sinha with me. She's been coaching me for 4 months, and I always have like a zillion questions to ask her. So I thought it's a good opportunity to share this information with everyone.
Great. Amazing. Thank you so much, Tamanna, for introducing me. And this is my wonderful mentee, Tamanna. She is extremely consistent one, extremely curious one. And every time, like every day, she has questions which I absolutely enjoy answering. And it's really nice to see you progressing, Tamanna, with the plan. It's been 4 months that we have been working together. And I'm really excited. So this idea also was hers to record some of the questions. Let's discuss online and share it with other people as well. So that, because many of us have the questions and we think that, if someone who has gone through the process can enlighten us, that is the best way. And yeah, of course, I'm here for you. So shoot your questions as always.
Thank you. I think the first one that everyone would be thinking about is that festivals are approaching and then followed by holidays and traveling season. So, how do
Right.
you think we can survive this without stepping backwards in our fitness journey or not getting off track completely?
Yeah. So as I always tell everyone, that you have to adopt a different lifestyle altogether. So fitness during everything, it goes hand in hand, be it your festival, be it your travel. So you have to learn to understand your food first, whatever you're putting in your body, and you need to just enjoy the whole festive season without bothering too much about the calories. You can still portion control, you can still go ahead and do your exercise, keep yourself hydrated, keep your sleep on point, and just enjoy the festive food as well. Don't be scared. The whole concept is to be healthier and enjoy the process and learn what can be very high in calorie, and you should be careful while selecting your food, and that can be very easily done. And people who are scared of enjoying their festivities because of calories and diet going off track, I think they are not doing the right way. If you are talking about few days of year going off track, you are probably not at the healthiest stage in your fitness journey. So everything goes hand in hand. Don't get caught up in calories too much during festivals. But if I have to jot down few lines which is non-compromisable during festivities, I would say protein intake. Make sure that you're not missing out your protein and you're tracking your protein properly. Your water intake, make sure you are well hydrated. Sometimes we are not drinking enough water and get confused by, hunger signal and the thirst signal. So you have to make sure that you are well hydrated and do not compromise on your sleep. Make sure you are still sleeping properly, recovering, so that you don't get extreme hunger pangs because of sleep deprivation, right? So that is there. And of course, exercise for life. So don't think that it's festive season, so it's okay not to exercise. If I'm traveling, it's okay not to exercise. Don't do that. Make sure 3-4 days of training, no matter where you are, is part of your life. So yeah, don't freak out, bottom line.
Thank you. I think it also means that if you have a healthy relationship with your food and your health, then events like festivals and holidays can't put you off
Yeah.
for very long. So, how would you define your relationship with food and your basically a healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, so it's very important. So nowadays, Whenever we think about becoming healthier, we put a timeline, right? Which is okay. If you're trying to put a deadline on something, but in a broader spectrum, if you have to, look at a lifestyle, you need to make sure that you're doing things right and not ruining your relationship with food or exercise. Many a times I've seen people working out almost every day, killing themselves in the gym, be it cardio or training or whatever, thinking that they are burning all the calories. But exercise is not meant to do that. Exercise is meant to make you stronger and retain or gain muscle strength. So that is the purpose of your exercise, not the calorie burn. You anyways cannot burn off the calories of high calorie intake diet. So it's just ridiculous to put yourself under so much of stress. Exercise is a stressor as well. So you have to manipulate it in a right way to see the growth. And whereas food is concerned, if you see, food is everyone's weak area since we are in an era where everything is accessible and everything is like you go to groceries, you see food joints anywhere, like you're meeting your friends, you go to coffee shop. So everywhere there is exposure of food, and when you start dieting you feel like everything has to be restricted, which is not the case. All you need to understand is it's a gradual process. And if you, from once in a while, include something that you like, you know, be it a slice of pizza, be it a slice of cake, that is perfectly fine. But how frequently we are doing is very, very important to understand. And some people are going through a lot of stress and they take it out on food. And there are some other psychological reasons that they have a really bad relationship with the food. So we need to heal that in order to make progress. But not being scared of food is extremely important if you really want to sustain a healthy lifestyle for life.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think I've been having issues with emotional eating, and recognizing that emotions and foods are not linked together has been really helpful. And you've given me some tools to help with that. So that really helps if I disconnect those two emotions together. So that's really helpful. And what has also helped me is keeping a track of my protein intake. You always say protein, protein, protein. Like make sure you finish your protein quota for the day. So why is protein so important?
See, the list is long, and ever since I have become a coach, I have been talking about protein because this was not the concept that I was aware of previously. So when I started learning about nutrition, and I came across the concept of macronutrient and nutrients and how to have right amount of these macronutrients and how they play a huge amount of huge role in your success in your healthy lifestyle. Protein being essential macronutrient, which means there are certain amino acid or protein that your body cannot make, right? So those 9 essential amino acid you need to provide through food sources. So if you are not eating enough, the repair process, everything in your body is made up of protein, right? Your hair, your skin, your muscles, your and the endocrine system, which is like hormonal system. A lot of hormones are being made by using those peptides like protein, right? So you are not providing enough protein, the repair process goes for a toss, right? We start losing muscle after, age of 35, 40. So we need to make sure that, eat enough protein. I'm not talking about just go just go crazy about this nutrient, but make sure that you are having enough protein in your diet for the all healthy purposes, the recovery process, the building process. Everything depends on this macronutrient, which certain, as I mentioned, is essential for you to consume, because the body doesn't make certain amino acid. So that is the other aspect is the hunger control. The way body breaks down and digest protein, it takes longer. So if you eat enough protein, you are going to feel fuller for longer. And when you're trying to lose fat, I mean, think about it. Being hungry all the time, how will that make you feel, right? So that is one of the most important thing. And that's why I keep saying to you that please make sure that have enough protein. If you're in, yesterday you messaged me like I have consumed this, I still have 20 grams of protein left. What should I do? And I said, please go ahead and take a scoop of whey protein. It will, help you reach there. And that is why, because I don't want you to feel too hungry in order to you won't be able to sustain the diet for very long if you are in that state for always. So it's very important. So hunger pangs, all the repair process, hormonal system depends on it. So yeah, 3, I would say, the biggest role of protein in your diet.
Okay. And I think I asked you this question before, but for the benefit of everyone, I think it will interest many people. Say I have 100 calories left and I have 2 options, the one fruit or a protein-rich snack. Could be a yogurt, cottage cheese, or a piece of chicken. What should I go for?
It again depends on the overall, what you have been entire day, right? So look at the calories and the distribution of the macros. If you have already completed your protein requirement of the day, doesn't matter. You can have anything in those 100 calories. It's totally fine, not a problem.
Okay.
But if you falling short of the protein, then I would say then go for protein rich sources.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So protein is very important. And when you have been through your own journey, and as an individual, not as fitter coach, but just as Saloni, what one thing that has become like a deal breaker for you, one thing you cannot do without in your life now, like in your fitness journey?
It's very, when I am talking about just this part of my life, fitness, I have seen that your mindset is very, very important. What kept me going was my mindset. I have had major health issues throughout my, me becoming fit now. Was not easy. The whole journey was very, disturbing in most sense, I would say. But what kept me going was the mindset. I have this it's very crazy to mention your own quality, but I think I have a fighter mindset, a very positive mindset. And at times it's not that I'm always positive and always thinking good and happy and jolly. It's not that. I also do get very, very sad at times. Then I reach out to someone who is very close to me, my family members or a friend, and I talk it out. Maybe I cry also at times, and then next day I'm back on, So it has, you have to have a very, very positive mindset and never giving up attitude. If and it's never going to be a linear, journey. It's always going to, sometimes don't see progress at all. Sometimes, the family situation is as such that you're not able to be 100%. It could be anything basically, but you have to have that positive mindset to keep you going. And that is where I feel like many people fail. They give up. They just think that this is too hard. What's the point? But then if you drop out, whatever you have done so far is just going to go to zero, right? And probably starting again is the biggest hurdle. So do not drop out, keep going, and also understand one very interesting fact. Even if you reach the best condition in terms of, like, I'm not talking about just outside, just physical condition. I'm also talking about the blood markers, your health parameters. If everything is perfectly fine, and if you stop doing what you are doing to what you have been doing to get here, then again you're going to go back. So this is why it's called lifestyle, right? So you have to keep the routine going. You need to exercise, you need to be active, you need to take care of your food. I'm not saying that you'll have to measure your food all your life, but to an extent, yes, you need to know how much of what you are eating, right? So with a strong mindset, make it a like lifestyle change, keep going, don't get upset, don't get too attached. Don't get too attached also is very important, because sometimes I've seen that some people just think about only this, when am I going to lose weight, and they keep on thinking about it, obsessing about it so much, so that they start, deteriorating in terms of everything, like their confidence, and their willingness to, push themselves through, because they are under so much pressure, self-made pressure.
Mm.
So yeah, again, deal breaker is mindset, nothing else.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. You must have come across like so many people. You have coached like a few hundred people. So
Yeah.
one thing that keeps coming to my mind, would you know when I lie to you? Like, do you know when I lie to you? Or would you know when a mentee lies to you? Can you tell?
See, it's really interesting, Tamanna, you asking, because you are one person who is extremely frank about everything.
Mm.
Like, you tell me, but to answer your question precisely, believe it or not, I am a coach who, like, is very open to listen to the truth. Like, you can tell me anything, and I understand. And probably this is the reason why I do not have, situations where people have to lie to me.
Mm.
Like in any situation, like in my family as well, if someone has to say something, they will not be feeling, reserved, that okay, maybe I should not share this. Being a coach, she'll get angry, or she will feel like, okay, what is she doing, and she will, look down upon you. It's actually not the case. And the reason being very simple: I have been through almost every emotions in my fitness journey, that I understand your point of view as well. So when you say that, the diet wasn't on point, or I'm not able to exercise because of some reason or whatever, you don't even have to give me reason. I understand life is complicated. So till now, very few people would not be frank with me, but majority, everyone tells me that, okay, look, this week was not very good, and I'm like, yeah, okay, let's try and make better the situation next week or next week after, or whatever. Like, so they are very open, but few, yes.
And
Few.
can you tell when they lie?
I can, it's easy, because when you set a calorie, when you set certain amount of activity,
Mm.
you are, and the health condition as well. I cannot predict someone I've been training for just maybe 1 month, right? Or maybe few weeks only, because I need to have certain amount of time and experience with that person's health condition, and how the body responds on the calorie and all. But after a point, yes, it's very easy to understand.
Okay, so you can't fool you.
At least now you can't, because I know you very well.
Oh, I asked the wrong question. I think yeah, thank you so much. It was really fun, like meeting you for the first time virtually
Yes,
and putting
yes,
like a face and a little body behind those messages on WhatsApp and Twitter photos.
So thank you for doing this. And yeah, maybe next time we will come up with few more questions.
Yeah, definitely. This was fun. I'll definitely prepare more questions and share more info with everyone. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tamanna.